I'm Juwan Pugh. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. I go to Valley City State University in North Dakota. I'm working with Valley Metro in Phoenix. I'm going to school for business administration and a focus on marketing.
My name is Ibrahim Karko. I'm a rising junior at Villanova University. I'm studying electrical engineering and I'm interning at LTK Engineering. I'm also part of the Comto Philly chapter.
Good morning. My name is Cesar Sanchez. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I go to the University of Illinois in Chicago, studying mathematics. I'm interning with VIA in San Antonio.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Jeremy Barnett. I'm with the San Francisco chapter, working in Oakland, California, at Acumen Building Enterprise. I go to school in Norfolk, Virginia at Norfolk State. I'm a graduating senior, and I go to, my major is computer engineering.
Good morning, my name is Cameron Dodson. I'm from Temple University, mechanical engineering major. I'm a rising senior, and I'm an intern at CH2 Middle, and I'm from Baltimore, Maryland.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Keith Altamirano. I go to City College of New York. I'm an electrical engineer, and I'm interning at CH2ML. Good morning. My name is Coffrey Powell. I'm a rising junior at Morehouse College. I'm studying mathematics, and I'm interning with DDOT in DC.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Ricardo Harris. I'm from Miami, Florida. I'm interning with Tampa International Airport. I'm a senior. My major is Airway Science Management.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Brenda Vu from Denver, Colorado. I am interning with FTA, and I go to the University of Colorado, Denver, majoring in geography with a concentration in geographic information systems.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Alicia Williams, Comto City intern, interning with Cubic Corporation in San Diego, California. Majoring in computer information systems, attended Bethune-Cookman University. Thank you.
Alicia, tell us more about what you're doing as an at-large.
Okay, I'm this intern at large, and basically we're trying to establish a chapter in San Diego because there's not one there, so I'm out in San Diego by myself trying to do that breakthrough right now.
Hello, I'm Diana Barba. I'm from Los Angeles, California, interning at LA Metro. I'm a rising senior at Stanford University in Stanford, California, studying civil engineering.
Hello everyone, my name is Miranda Figueroa and I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. I currently attend the University of Massachusetts and I'm a senior. I'm interning right now at Hart in Tampa, Florida, and I'm a marketing major.
Miranda, it's okay to tell us who your family is. Please tell us.
My family, do I see her in here?
They know who she is,
Okay. My aunt is Shirley Del Rio, and I'm very pleased to be part of Comto. She's got my mother involved, and now I'm involved.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Wei-Tian Wong, and I'm interning with the Michigan Department of Transportation in Lansing this summer. I study civil engineering at the University of Michigan.
Hello, everyone. I'm Fahim Ibrahim. I'm from Tampa, Florida. I work with the Tampa Expressway Authority. I go to USF. I'm a senior, and I'm studying industrial engineering.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Julianne Johnson, and I attend Farmingdale State College in New York. I'm interning with New York City Transit, and my major is aviation administration.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Garrison Usher from Austell, Georgia. I attend the University of West Georgia, and I'm majoring in physics and engineering. And I plan on transferring to Georgia Tech to receive my civil engineering degree.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nathan Lane. I am from Atlanta, Georgia. I am interning with MARTA, and I go to Southern Polytechnic State University studying industrial engineering technology.
Good morning, my name is Benjamin Allen. I attend Atlanta Metropolitan State College, the best, smallest, and biggest college in the world. And I really love being here at the Comto Conference. I'm working with MARTA on an internship, and I'm an engineering major. Lastly, let me leave this last note, I'll be going to Syracuse University, and I shall be, not will.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Dante Flood, and I am currently at the University of Pittsburgh. I am a rising sophomore. I am studying mechanical engineering, and I am here because I have an internship, but that is why I'm here. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Delilah Bell, and I attend Georgia State University. I'm a public relations and public policy major, I'm interning with MARTA in their External Affairs and Media Relations Department.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jessica St. Julian. I attend LSU. I am from Jonesboro, Georgia. I'm about to be a senior, and I'm studying mechanical engineering.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Asia Robinson. I'm a rising senior at Temple University studying civil engineering, and I am with AECOM of the Philadelphia chapter.
Good morning, my name is India Ellis. I'm from Hampton, Georgia. I attend Spelman College and I'm majoring in economics and civil engineering.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Diamond Smiley. I'm a rising senior at Spelman College, political science major, pre-law track. And I am interning, I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm interning with Parsons Brinkerhoff over at the District Department of Transportation in Washington, D.C.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Naima Ismail. I'm a rising junior at Howard University. I'm a civil engineering major, and I'm interning at WMATA in D.C.
Good morning, Will Leverett from Dallas, Texas. Graduate from Morehouse College in Physics and Math, and I'm interning in Denver with C.H. Mill.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Donna Zagave. I attend the University of West Georgia. I'm a senior and I'm a geography major. I'm working here in Atlanta with the Federal Transit Administration Region 4, and it's been an amazing experience.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Devontae Farrell from Atlanta, Georgia. I attend Southern Polytechnic State University, majoring in civil engineering, and I'm also a returning intern here at MARTA.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sterling Graham from St. Petersburg, Florida. I'm a rising sophomore at the University of Pennsylvania studying mechanical engineering. This summer I'm interning at the Tampa-Hillsborough Expressway Authority, and I'm having a great time.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Janet Williams. I am a city intern interning at FTA headquarters at Washington, D.C. I am a rising junior at the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, architecture major, environmental science minor.
Good morning, all. My name is Reginald Askew. I attend the University of Georgia with a double major in public relations and theater. This summer I'm interning with MARTA, and I'm having a great time.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Isaiah Floyd. I'm currently attending George Mason University with a major in global affairs. I'm currently working with APTA in DC, and I would love to take the time out to thank the Comto family for giving me this opportunity.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Malcolm Jackson. I am a rising junior at Radford University, majoring in public relations. I'm actually volunteering right now. I'm not really an intern. Hope to be one next year. Just trying to gain more skills and experience. I want to thank you all for giving everyone opportunity to grow and develop into a young man and young woman of today of society and the business and life in general. So thank you all, and I hope that you all enjoy your time here just like we all had. Thank you.
And tell us who your mother is.
Excuse me, Ms. Jackson, can you raise your hand? That's my mother right there. Lady Jackson. Thank you, Mom.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Maurice Green. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I attend Tennessee State University. I'm a senior and I'm a psychology major. Thank you, Maurice. Let's give him a hand, folks. As soon as they leave, they're going to go in the hallway and take a group picture, and we'll be finished. I want to acknowledge the chapter representatives who are here. Dr. Mendoza, if you are a chapter rep or manager, please raise your hand, please. We have 12 chapters this year, Linda and Bob, who are managing these. So every day, Dan and Mendoza is working with our staff. Where's Jackie? Jackie, please come up. This is Jackie Burrell. She is the one woman other than Linda Washington I talk to the most. So, Jackie.
I just want to thank all of you for acknowledging all of these interns. They're so wonderful, they're so talented. As you can see, they're so diverse, coming from so many different majors, so many different colleges and universities, and the experience that they're getting here at the conference is like no other. Under the sun, no other.
Jackie,
only here at the conference.
Would you share how many applications we had?
Yeah, over 400 applications for the city intern program. And each year it's just more and more. It is growing incredibly, and we are so pleased about it.
So I'm gonna ask the interns to go back out in front of back outside to get your pictures taken, and then back to class. Don't go back out in the hall. In the hall. Yeah, go back to sleep.
Thank you, Colonel. Thank the interns for all the hard work you've done with this. I'd like to, we've had, we're now going to introduce Mother Jackson. Yes.
May I ask Janet Williams to stay with me, please, for a moment? So I'm just going to briefly talk about some of the work I do at FTA. I'm standing because I'm short, so I need to be able to see everyone. Janet, if you don't mind. Janet Williams is the Comto City intern working with me in FTA. And so right now we're working, my job is to work on the workforce program. I am the workforce program manager for FTA as well as the city program manager for the Comto internship program. So I have two very busy duties. And Jeremy has pitched in to help me a great deal with the workforce development program. So right now we're working on the actual NOFA, the Notice of Funding Availability for 2014. So I'm going to give you a little bit of information about that as I talk about the WIN program. So the Denver program is one of our 2011 recipients. That program actually won the highest award in 2011, $486,000 some odd dollars. And so the significance of the program, I have some notes here. It was the first NOFA issue. That NOFA was provided to transportation properties only, the lead applicants for transportation properties. Denver was one of the recipients. We started out thinking we were going to award $1 million, and we ended up awarding $3 million because the need was so great. And in addition to that, one of the purposes was to demonstrate innovative methods of leveraging investments in public transit infrastructure. Positive impacts on local employment, particularly in underserved communities. And the reason I say that is because Denver was ahead of the game. They still are ahead of the game. So the significance, and we had some areas that we wanted those applications to focus on: phased retirement, pre-employment training, preparation, recruitment, those areas that you all are well aware of. The funding source was Safety Loop. I know you know MAP 21 is now the new funding source. So Safety Loop did not require any match. So the money that was provided to Denver was FTA funds. However, Denver did provide a match, over $500,000 and some. So their project, in addition to the FTA funds, over $1 million. So what is that project? The project, before I get to that, there were certain areas of eligibility that were required. Those areas were national applicability, statement of need, demonstrated innovation, project management, organizational capacity, outcome, and deliverables. So I mentioned those because I want you to know that Denver, again, was ahead of the game in terms of meeting all of those criteria. Hands down, hands down. And so, Denver's project, they had a need. The need was to increase access to qualified entry-level workers who possess soft skills and technical proficiency. But Denver also had a $6.7 billion expansion program that was getting ready to be underway. So they had to build 122 miles of new commuter rail and light rail, 18 miles of bus rapid transit, fast tracks. This is what Denver had facing them in 2010. Out here and see what happens, because we have a collaborative effort going on here, and we need to be able to demonstrate the vision that we have with all of these retirements, with all of these skill sets we need, with all of these things that transit says it needs. Let's put it out there and see what happens. So Denver did that. So in addition to having to do that, Denver went a little bit further. So their innovation involved partnerships. So their partnerships involved, and I just want to give you their list, and this is their plan. Their plan was to combine Denver, of course, with the vision. They had the vision. Then they had the College of Denver, which was coordinating their development This was, all of these people were at the table. So when this project was developed, so that everyone could be present at the table. And then, of course, there was the Urban League of Metro Denver. They were developing community outreach services. And when we say community outreach, we're talking about creating partnerships. Partnerships at the lowest levels, the highest levels. What are the resources that we actually need in our community in Denver? What is needed? Who are the individuals that we're going to target for the program so that they can maintain and gain sustainable employment, careers, not just get a skill that you can't use because there's no job for you. There's no job to put the skill in. So, Jennifer thought about some of these things. So during that, I want her to read just briefly, if you will allow me, some information from Grow America and some information from our recent NOFA that's going to be going out shortly. I want her to tell you how advanced and how innovative Denver was in 2010 because Grow America is proposed. It's currently proposed. My NOFA is currently proposed. So Denver is 4 years ahead. So if you could read that for me, please.
The Act will expand FTA's workforce development efforts by creating a new Ladders of Opportunity program that will fund and support innovative workforce development programs that carry out transit-focused workforce efforts, particularly at the regional and/or national level.
So what does that mean for you all here? That means eligibility criteria. That means paying attention to what we're saying to know what to put in to your applications because FTA is going to have $7.85 million on the street. Jaron is helping me with that. So we hope to have that on the street in the next 2 weeks so that applicants, and for the first time we will have MPOs included as a lead applicant. So for you, watching and using and talking to, speaking to, using models, pieces of the Denver model would be wise. Innovation, creativity, program organization, reaching people. Bottom line, jobs. Are people getting jobs? It's fine to talk, it's fine to train, it's fine to train to the skills, but if there's no job for the people to get into with those skills, we still haven't done our job. So,
The targeting areas with high rates of unemployment, ensuring that persons with local communities directly benefit from employment opportunities created by the construction and operations of new transit capital projects or other public transportation activities within their region, providing career pathways that support the movement of targeted populations, for example, new transit entrants and other underserved populations from initial or short-term employment opportunities to sustainable careers, giving priorities to minorities, women, individuals with disabilities, veterans, low-income populations, or other underserved populations.
So again, thank you, Jaron. Denver looked at the eligibility criteria and they applied their application throughout. They picked those components and they made sure that their residents, that their staff, that their community participants would actually be able to provide jobs. And one of the unique pieces is that there are wraparound services. So there's outreach provided. So for instance, if someone needs job clearances or driving record clearances, Denver provides wraparound seamless services. And there's outreach provided from start to finish. So you're monitored, you're watched, you are encouraged, you're grown, you are hugged. You are brought into the family, just like here, and you are actually maneuvered, well not maneuvered, you're actually taken through the system. Because the bottom line is jobs. We can give away as much money as FTA can possibly give away. You all can use and provide as much money, but if it's not giving people jobs, then we haven't done our job. So thank you for the opportunity to speak. I'll be available to answer any questions you may have. I really appreciate this. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Ms. Jackson. One final comment. Betty and I are working to take the city internship program and build it by using a WIN project. And I'll need your help collectively to make sure that these young people are getting jobs. So we're meeting next week with FTA to begin to find additional funding under the WIN program. So thank you, Betty.
Thank you. Well, caught up some time. We're now going to do the Council of the President reports. Bill?
have really on my agenda. Good morning, everybody. As you know, I think you've been hearing about the Comto Leadership Institute that we are kicking off. Tracy probably has the update of the kickoff date. You had that, Jen?
Yeah, we have a video to show.
Oh, okay.
Right now, whenever you finish your remarks, we show the video.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Anyhow, as you all know, we've been talking about this a long, long time. We've been talking about succession planning, emerging leaders, scholars, the intern program. And Julie and I, years ago, talked about the need of this in the industry. There just isn't a particular one place where you can have curriculum for the training for the different levels. So it is Comto's goal to be the repository of folks that we get ready for succession planning that eventually can become GMs. So this Comto Leadership Institute will take, as you know, we have the scholarship program, so we're going to have the scholars. Then we have the intern program, so we have the interns. Then we're going to have the emerging leaders. That's those of you up to 40s. And then we have the other group that's succession planning. So it's the goal of Comto to provide training at all those different levels, to have curriculums at all those different levels, so that at the end of this training, we have people ready to take jobs of those of us who are now retired or retiring, and get you ready at each level to eventually become a general manager, if that's what you choose. And if it's not, even getting the training for emerging leaders and getting the training for how to interview and all of those issues that will be in the curriculum that are going to help and be part of that training. So we're very excited, and this is a program that we've talked about for a long time, and I want to thank especially Tracy Breslou, because she's been working very hard to get this all together. So with that, I'm going to let them show you the video.
Live video what you're running now? Yes. It's already open.
A little louder. You need to talk a little louder.
Of leaders of the industry. So with the guidance of Shirley Gallegro, our former board chair, Julie Cunningham, our former CEO and president, I'm Jim Page, the program manager for the Comto Leadership Institute. Wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you about the Institute, tell you how we're doing, and then at the end ask for your support. First, a little background. About 4 years ago, the entire Comto leadership team got together for an offsite to look at our 5-year plan. And from that plan came the shared vision from a bunch of us that we had to do something to train the next generation of leaders of the industry. So with the guidance of Shirley Gallegro, our former board chair, Julie Cunningham, our former CEO and president, Bob Prince, the current chair in his team, along with Tracy Breslou and others, we were able to launch the Institute. So with the 43rd conference and Atlanta as a backdrop, I'm proud to say that today we're launching the Comto Leadership Institute, and we want you to be part of that launch. Let's talk about the Institute first. This is a work in progress, but a very special thanks to Parsons Brinklehoff for not only providing the initial funding for the Institute, but giving us staff to make it work. We have a young intern from Parsons, her name is Sydney Phillips, who works this full time. So Sydney, thank you for what you do. Let me tell you about the Institute. If you would imagine, it's a virtual university. There's no walls, no borders, even no grass, and it's open to the entire world. Even though we talk about transportation, it's really an institute for all kinds of leaders. So if you go to our website that we just set up, you'll find these features. We've got programs, resource centers, development center, news and notes and sponsors, and a lot more coming. This is a work in progress. So as I go through this, I'm gonna ask for you to come in and give us your comments and your feedback so that we can make this work. Let me give you some of the features. Inside the resource center, if I'm a young professional in Santa Fe, New Mexico, wanting to know the history of Comto, I can go online now and see a video tribute to our founders. I can look at some of the history documents. I can look at congressional testimony from years past and get myself smart. Professional development is key. In the center, a young intern going to the University of Arizona can have a personal chat with Jerry Primo from AECOM. And Jerry can spend some quality time talking about the trials and tribulations of running a multi-billion-dollar company. If I'm a young engineer at North Carolina A&T, I get the chance through the Institute to spend some time with Terry Rule and his staff, trying to develop that next perfect engineer for the industry. So that's the kind of leadership and input we get in the industry. Another big feature in the industry is webinars. With a staff like you in front of me, the folk I'm talking to, Keith Parker can deliver a leadership webinar to thousands of young leaders at one time. Similarly, so can Phil Washington, or so can any other body in the industry. So our staff really is you. You are our professors. Tracy Besselou is running our curriculum. Right now she has about 117 courses that are online. We're partnering with universities, National Training Institute, with the Eno Foundation, to bring all those courses online so they're available to all of you with a click of a mouse. We've got some good partners. Hampton, Federal Highways, Federal Transit Administration, Acumen Corporation, on and on and on and on. So my challenge is to build and strengthen that partnership by spending some time with you. This is a work in progress. We're not nearly finished. I'm asking for your help. So over the coming days, expect phone calls, emails, Twitters, texts, all kinds of messages from the staff. Sydney will call, Tracy will call, Shirley will call, and we're going to ask you to help us make this something special. So thank you for your time, and welcome to the Comto Leadership Institute. Okay, let me introduce Sydney. Where are you? Sydney. I'm Jim Page. Where's Sydney? I don't know. Folks, this is Sydney Phillips. She runs the Institute for. Let's give her a hand. She's a city intern, she's a Comto scholar, and she's Tracy Besselou's daughter. So that's enough said for that. That is the Leadership Institute. More to follow. Shirley and Bob, comments, Linda, anything?
I will say that this is another labor of love, and as you talk to people throughout the conference, please share with them about the CMI, because it is so exciting. And again, it was a vision of Shirley and Julie's, and it's coming to fruition. Look throughout the conference for information. It's going to be there's going to be information streamed throughout the conference, so you should be really excited about this. We certainly are.
Any thoughts from the council presidents? Either side of the table? James, Chick, you got that look in your face?
Great job.
Adelie, sir, thank you for Parsons bringing all money and the staff. Really appreciate it. Okay, folks, that's the Leadership Institute. More to follow. Bob, I'm very lucky.
Thank you. We're now looking at strategic planning. Michelle Hall.
Okay, while they're getting that up, okay, there we go. We did a national survey, we got the results back and got everything compiled. And so the purpose for the survey deals with, it gives us guidance for development for the next strategic plan. It informs the Comto leadership and the membership. It assists us to be current with everything that we have implemented. You'll see some areas where we do need discussion and homework, but overall, it's been great. These are some of just the general observations I want to share with you. As you see, I said it was overall a good survey. Responses came back. We had the highest percentage came from our transit rail industry as far as responses. We also had the highest responses come from membership who have been members to 1 to 5 years. 54% of the membership is satisfied with their membership and their benefits. 57% of the membership is satisfied with the programs, activities, and initiatives. 88% of the membership thinks the Good to Great document is good for the blueprint. I was so happy to hear that because, some of the people always say, well, what's that? And I'm glad that it's fewer asking what's that. We have 63% of the membership think that the local chapter activities are aligned with the national programs. 76% of the membership is satisfied with our electronic communication, and 74% think that our name is still relevant. This is just a overall quick slides, just so you can see graphically where some of the response areas came from. As you can see, maritime is a little low, so that's where some of the homework we may need to do dealing with that area to bring, maritime up as far as what Comto was doing and how we are relevant even in their industry. Overview of the respondents, as I said to you, 1 to 5 years, those members are the ones who gave us the highest number of respondents and how long they have been members. So that might be a focus as to how we make sure we're informing them, keeping them informed on all these new implementations that we've done. But we can't forget about those members who've been members for a long time because they hold our history. And we need to make sure that we capture that and that we use some of that to keep us relevant and strong as well. Member satisfaction is next. Okay, as you can see, I always look at why something is neutral. So I go from the neutral down to the 2.14% area. Those areas are for discussion because I want those neutral people to go on to the very satisfied folks. For the program initiatives and activities, we look at these areas for discussion. Once again, I'm glad to see that everyone is satisfied. I still want to bring some of those neutrals over because obviously the neutral folks don't understand all the new implementations that we have with all the new programs and things like that. So we need to make sure we get them on the other side. In this area, we're talking about the good to great. And like I said, some of the respondents said, well, what is it? Okay, I haven't read it, or either they don't know how to implement it to their chapters. So that's where some instructional homework may be necessary. For the value and the alignment, dealing with our rate, some areas of discussion I always say look at the neutral areas, but I like the fact that this is an area where the good to great document can actually help with the chapters and everything when you're talking about the whole local alignment because it speaks to both the chapters and the national activities. Okay, this is where I already told you we're doing excellent with our electronic communication. We need to make sure, like the Colonel said, we push all of the new programs and everything that we're doing because information is important. That's how we keep our name out there to be the voices that are heard for our membership. Professional development areas, these were some comments and things that we received back from about 140 comments. So I couldn't put them all up there, but you see they're generalized. And I think some of this is based upon the fact that some people still don't know all of the things that we do have out there, the things that we have implemented in the new programs. So that's why it's going to be good to make sure that marketing is going to be key for us. As far as relevancy of our name, as you can see for the comparatives there, we're doing even better dealing with that. Now, I did notice in some of the comments, sometimes it's an age group thing, and I'm just going to read a few to you. not sure, again, I really do not see any activity in my region of Southern California. Another comment said, it's relevant for the conference, but to me it gives the impression that the primary focus of the organization when I joined, I expect more in the way of professional development from my local chapter, yet it seems difficult for that to be a realistic expectation. One of the other comments said, open the organization for the influx of emerging leaders and interns. Well, we're already doing that. So you see, it depends on who knows some of the information that we're putting out and how they're finding it. That's it. I just want to say that as we go forward, as leadership, we do need to meet so that we can talk about the development of the strategic plan going forward, making sure that the national survey is posted, but we need to have a brief summary to the membership saying how we are going to move forward after the results of this survey. And I think we're doing an excellent job.
Yeah, I was just reminded that this is the 5th year of our plan, so we've got to now readjust. We've been working on that with Warren. We're now going to move into National Scholars. Tracy Besselucci.
So I wanted to.
Great. We've had a very busy year, as we do every year. Very busy year every year, providing scholarships to several members and also to the broader population that have applied to scholarships. We've had a particularly hard time this year looking at the tremendous amount of scholarships that have come in and providing opportunities for those students that we've seen. As you know, it is a difficult time reading the need of students and not being able to provide the kind of opportunities that we'd like to provide, but we were able to select what we thought were the most deserving students for scholarships. So we have continued to provide the national scholarships and have grown our scholarships this year to include 2 additional scholarships. And again, for next year, we're looking to expand that even more. We're also interested in really developing the people that we have identified, and part of our mission this year was to continue to look at the Comto Leadership Institute. And Colonel just gave us an example of what we've been working on as a scholarship committee too, is to identify the types of courses and the type of learning that young professionals would need to advance their careers moving forward. So we'll see more about that as the conference unfolds. Our focus really was to identify strong young professionals who can make a difference in the transportation community. You'll get a chance to meet all of those students throughout the conference. We've asked that they make contact with each of you because just like the interns, we want to continue to move them from a scholarship through an internship and hopefully eventually into our Emerging Leaders program. We also are looking to grow our scholarships for next year, and we'll be looking for opportunities to come from all of you. And so we will make contact with you for additional opportunities. Is there any questions about?
Tracy, that's what I was going to ask you. How are you, I don't see much going on about asking people for money for scholarships.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree. Do more on that.
I agree. We're going to look at the criteria that we have now for selecting additional scholarships. I think we can expand on that. We can certainly broaden our reach to other organizations. We can certainly tap each chapter better than we have now, and then leverage those opportunities to grow the program.
I know on the chapter level, you know, I get a lot of notification from Boston about contributing and all that, but I don't seem to see anything at the national level. And even if we had more money than we have scholars, at least we could roll that over into the next year. So
I agree, and that's an
really
opportunity that we have, to push more.
Okay.
So we'll look at that for the next year. Any other questions?
13 stars. We have 13 stars this year. Any questions?
Thank you, Chris. Moving right along, we're looking at emerging leaders. It's next year.
Good morning, everyone. It's my esteemed pleasure to be the subcommittee chair for your Emerging Leaders Subcommittee, and I'm just going to give you a quick update on what we've been working on so far in 2014. We're very proud that we had 2 successful webinars, executive coaching webinars, with Mr. Keith Parker, the GM at MARTA, and Ms. Cynthia Jones-Parks, President and CEO of Jones World Communications. Just want to give you a few updates on that. Keith Parker, a few of the takeaways from his webinar were, number 1, ask for more work. That's something that he did. That was the key to his success. He also told us to bloom where we're planted, or in other words, to be the best where you are and not to worry about what your next step will be. And with Cynthia Jones-Parks, a couple of key takeaways for her as a DBE working in this industry was that building relationships, of course, was key for her in understanding partnerships and bidding on projects and proposals. Therefore, Comto has been key in her success in the transportation industry. Also, at a key point in her career and in her business development, she had to take a moment to pray, and she had to take a moment to take some risks. So that was something that was key for those of us who are working not necessarily for a transportation agency, but working in the private sector. We had about 50 people that attended each of those webinars, and we put out a survey so that we could get some feedback from them. And so we've gotten some great feedback, and we're incorporating those and looking for our next steps. Our most immediate next step is here at this conference with our Emerging Leaders Workshop. We put together a video with the help of Jasmine here, and also under the direction of Colonel Page, so that we can market and encourage as many of those eligible for the Emerging Leaders group to participate in that conference. And also one of our goals is to understand who Comto's emerging leaders are and to build relationships among that body within Comto. So I want to acknowledge our committee members. We have Aaron Davis, India Birdsong, Stephen Anderson, Adam LeGrand, Eugene Hicks, and Maxine Pryor, and yours truly, Dr. Kendra Taylor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, Camille, now.
Mr. Chairman, pleased to present council presidents to the meeting, but I think I have a challenge today. Normally for the council presidents report, we allot 3 minutes, but I think we have close to 20 chapter presidents attending, so if we go to 3 minutes, I think we're moving out. So I don't know how you want to adjust this.
Well, let's play it by ear and see how it goes.
Okay, so what we're going to do, we'll cycle through, we'll bring up your presentation, and ask the chapter presidents to start their presentation. You have 3 minutes. I don't want to be the heavy, but after 3 minutes, your screen's going to go blank. Right? So make it brief, but make it informative. Yes. So we're going to start with Austin.
We're going to give them
Yes.
5 minutes so they get everything.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, well, right. Yeah, right. Okay.
Let me just, before you start, if you don't have a PowerPoint, I'm not going to allow you to do it verbally. You can stand up and introduce yourself and introduce your chapter. But we're going to allot the time for folks who have a PowerPoint presentation. Okay?
You are being a heavy.
Yeah. My name is Melissa Foreman. I'm president of the Austin chapter. And our 2014-2016 chapter officers are shown here. Myself as president, our vice president is Martin Parisi. Our secretary is Aldemar Villamarin, who is also present with us here at the conference. Our treasurer is Dean Ayudine. And then we have our past president and our advisor is Aida Douglas, is also here and present. Upcoming activities that we have coming is in August 21st, it's going to be our chapter open house and member meeting. The topic will be a very large project that's that is the focus of the community in Austin. It's about a new high-capacity transit study that's occurring. We're also going to be able to reintroduce our chapter members to the chapter and in a sense, invigorate them to chapter and chapter activities. We have our chapter scholarship and awards event that'll be in October. It's going to be a joint event that's going to attract professionals from all modes of transportation. And the scholarship portion is going to honor the students for the spring 2015 semester. For our goals for 2014 and 2016, for membership, it's to increase our membership through recruitment and also retain those members that we currently have, including attracting hubs and DBE membership. For development, we have plans to present multimodal programs that will serve to create awareness and also bring in many of those multimodal industries that may not be as strong within Comto at this time in our local chapter. And for sustainability, we're going to create programs that will continue to sustain the chapter and the mission of Comto. Thank you.
Okay, is anyone here from Atlanta? I know we're in Atlanta. Okay, Birmingham.
Good morning. My name is Watane G. Peak. I am the Magic City Birmingham chapter president. The first slide was basically the Comto chapter in Birmingham. We just adopted the Comto mission. And this slide here pretty much talks about our growth. We are continuously having our monthly and quarterly meetings, a continuous membership drive, also identifying those regional hubs and identifying dates to host workshops. Here you see a slide of, back in April, we had a visit from Anthony Fox, our Secretary of Transportation. He came down to visit the design concept for the new intermodal facility that will house the Birmingham Jefferson County Transit Authority, Amtrak, and Greyhound bus. Our Comto Magic City goals is to increase membership, reestablish our Birmingham Scholarship Program, of course using the Comto criteria, $500 per year and more, and also to host annual scholarship luncheons or banquets. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Carla Williams, I'm the president of Central Florida chapter. On this slide, what you see are our newly elected executive committee. Myself, Carla Williams, as president, Cheryl Hawkins, first vice president, which is joining us today at the conference. We have Chad Smith as our second vice president, Tina Allen, our treasurer, which is over here taking pictures. Marissa Florentino, our secretary, Al Burrs, our parliamentary. Our goals and initiatives, they go on and on everything we do. We improve communication, we promote awareness, increase community involvement, identify recruitment opportunities, and for all of us, it's basically networking and daily option for us, and we maintain awareness of membership trends. Next slide. We were fortunate for the first time this year to have the privilege of having the 2014 City Interns Program. Most of you have met our interns. We have Miranda, which is Shirley Delivers Needs. She's my intern, and I'm her mentor at heart. We have Sterling Graham at Tampa, Hillsborough Expressway Authority, and Fahim. And we have Ricardo at Tampa International Airport, which is Cheryl Hawkins over here is his mentor, and Tina is Sterling and Fahim's mentor. We just had our 4th annual Bowl-a-thon. This is a fundraiser for our scholarship program. So what you see is just some fun activities we had. We always do our blind bowling. And the 3 pictures that you saw as a flash are our members. And our upcoming dates are, we have an upcoming chapter meeting August 19th. And we have our Transportation Capital Projects Vendor Fair in October. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Eunice Escobar, president of the Comto Chicago chapter. We have a brand new elected team with Eunice as a president. I have Vice President Janice Thomas, she's here. And I'm very happy to continue having the support of our previous past president, India Bertson. She's here also. We have our treasurer, Charlita Johnson, our secretary, Jocelyn White, she's here too. She's at the conference, not here today. And we expanded our committees to have a hub committee, which is led by Janice Thomas, communications, Charlita Johnson's program committee, Jocelyn White, and I'm lucky to have a previous past president, Maria Teresa Roman, that some of you may know her already. We had in December 2013 an event with 2 partner organizations, the National Organization of Minority Engineers and National Organizations of Minority Architects. That's our goal, to continue working closely with them in the region. And also March 5, 2014, we had a very successful event with the Chicago Public Schools, where we brought more than 14 students to the RTA and the CTA. We have an entire day of mentorship with them. In May 17, we had our elections and have the new executive committee that started in May 30th. Since June 2014. We already have the new team hosted 2 meetings, one in June and another one in July, and most of us are here attending the national conference. And our goals for these coming 2 years are very much in line up with Comto National. We are very interested in increasing our membership, and that's actually one of the challenges that Julie mentioned to me. She said, we need to bring Chicago to the level that it's supposed to be. So I'm taking that to my heart. We want also to diversify to different mode and agencies. We have very amazing opportunities in Chicago with airport, Illinois Tollway, Amtrak, in the different departments of transportation. And actually, I wanted to mention that our new executive board is very diverse also. We have members of different organizations. Before it was mostly CTA. Now we have Amtrak, we have Illinois Tollway Authority. That's our goal, to also expand Comto to different agencies. We have a very great interest in work with our hubs in the region, in a mentorship program, also training and awareness. We want to also increase our scholarship, build relationship with public schools and trade schools, and also be very strong in our internship programs.
Okay,
We already have a busy calendar. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Colorado, you're up.
Not quite sure what happened to Cleveland, Bill. Dan Pearsall.
You know what happened in Cleveland.
Dan Pearsall, Comto, Colorado. This year, this past quarter, we elected some new officers who are here in the room. Kalina Washington, our new vice president. Eric Rowe, our treasurer, and Amanda Murray, who is our secretary. A very enthusiastic group, a very accomplished group. and we look forward to serving for the next couple of years. This past quarter, we also had our scholarship banquet, our 9th annual scholarship banquet, where we had 7 recipients receive just a little over $25,000. And so we figured that's a big success for Comto, Colorado, and what we're trying to do for all of the students in our continuing programs. We've elected board members. Well, we have board members that were appointed for the chapter, which is something very new for this chapter, but they're very enthusiastic helping to move the chapter forward for 2015. Member benefits program. We are focused on ensuring that we increase and improve the membership benefits by tracking who's getting awards in our chapter. This way, throughout all of the other agencies in the district, we are certainly able to make sure that they are aware of any of the projects that are going on, and they get benefit by making sure that they get information way ahead of time. And so for us, that's a big benefit for them, so that they can get those awards out there very quickly. We support our minority businesses. We certainly testified on the Hill, or Capitol Hill, with our state representative for my support of minority business disparity study that they were trying to do with the Colorado State Purchasing Department. And so we supported them, and as well they support us as well. Coming up this year, we've got an annual tournament in July, so if you're coming out to Colorado, be sure to come on out during July. We also have our Winter Park Jazz Festival, so right after the golf tournament, we head up to the mountains for that. And we're certainly looking forward to planning for November, which is our Comto week. So that's it.
Okay, Cincinnati. Don't worry, Cleveland, you're coming up next.
Well, last year we were gracious to have Julie come and host a meeting in our city. We had a lot of support of the dignitaries. PB helped put this on, so thank you for that. Next slide. It's just a view from the hill, kind of like taking a view of the last 2 years of our new chapter, what we've done, what we've been involved in, some votes and whatnot. Next slide. This is the vision, which is actually in alignment with the national vision and model of Comto. So, next slide. These are our chapter leaders, President, myself, my Vice President Julie from PB, and Will Scott from Will Scott and Associates. These are, over the last few years, these are some of the speakers that we've had come and speak at our meetings or whatnot. This right here is one of the outreach programs that we got involved in, which is a free store food bank for people with mental health issues and whatnot. So we always do charity around Thanksgiving and Christmas. Next slide. This is another event. Go next slide. And this is where we actually help build a house for Habitat for Humanity. And this is the calendar event. So for the next 7 months, this is after we took a cultural audit of what the actual members wanted. These are some workshops that we're going to have. So, and it's in alignment with the national initiative with professional development. So I'm ready for my career advancement. What's holding me back? Managing conflict while climbing the corporate ladder, and so forth and so forth. So we're going to have a workshop with each of these during our meetings or whatnot to make sure that we invest in our younger people and those that are in training so they can actually go to the next level. That's it. These are some of our supporters. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jerry Johnson, Chapter President of Comto, Northeast Ohio and Cleveland. First of all, I want to thank my Vice President and right-hand man, Glenville Manning, for being here. He's been helping me through. We've had some difficult challenges in Cleveland this time. We lost our treasurer to terminal illness, and also Ms. Janita Hicks, who's our secretary, who's been keeping up with doing the mailings for us. So once again, I appreciate all my support. Of course, my best member, Ms. Loretta Kirk, who was a long-time supporter of promoting Comto in Cleveland. We conducted 3 general meetings. We were moving to quarterly meetings because we have a broad reach in Northeast Ohio. We have 5 transit agencies and 3 airports, and we thought quarterly meetings would work, and they didn't, so we had to change that. We conducted our annual Super Bowl fundraiser, which helped raise money that we send for the scholarship fund. We participated in the statewide NAACP and EDGE hearings, which dealt with the policy changes regarding how they deal with disadvantaged business enterprises in the state of Ohio for contracting. We also did an outreach to the new manager development program that's coming into our entity right now, RTA. We have a manager development program where we actually talking about joining our organization. We did an emergency assist with the Thea Bowman Center. They needed some people to do some food pickup for them, so we routed up a couple of vehicles and went and did a pantry run for them to the food bank. We did the ACT training, which has been something we've been doing for a number of years now, which helps young people get prepared for that test. We might not be able to give you dollars, but we can help you get prepared to get something that can get you dollars and get you into school. And we've had some very successful programs with that and successful students with that. We've been trying to support our other transit agencies in the area by attending their events, supporting the activities, Akron Metro, SARTA, PARTA, Lake Tran. It's kind of hard getting that support because you don't have the same kind of thought and the same kind of support of those agencies that you have that we have at RTA. We did co-host the Corporate Challenge kickoff for RTA. I'm the chairperson for that event, so it's a way for us to do recruitment and also tear up the boardroom and have some fun with the workers in the office. We also participated in the Pedometer Challenge. Loretta and her team, they finished 4th out of 81 teams. They took like about 4 million steps, so they finished 4th out of the group. And we're going to be doing our chapter retreat. We're going to be doing outreach to, once again, all those agencies in Northeast Ohio. We'll be doing our annual assist with the 11th District Caucus Parade. We'll be doing legislative weekend. We're going to do a fundraiser, a masquerade party, and continue to do things like the professional development and holiday gathering. And we also were looking forward to setting up some opportunities for the RNC convention that's coming to Cleveland. Thank you.
Good job, Aaron.
Good morning, my name is Keith Britton, president of the Dallas chapter of Comto. We recently selected a new slate of officers. We just had our installation this past Wednesday. I was elected president. Ms. Carmen Garcia, which is here today, is our first vice president. Ruben Landa is our second vice president. Dorothy Cheatham is our treasurer. Jimmy Malone is our parliamentarian. And Bianca Sandoval is our secretary. These are some of our upcoming events that we plan to have. We also will be adjusting this based on the new leadership. We may come up with some new initiatives that we plan to do. But as you see, keep on with our regular scheduled monthly meetings, good to great assessment and improvement, membership drive, our scholarship golf tournament, which is our main fundraiser of the year, participate in the Brain Trust in DC, the HUD Transportation Forum, and also have a professional development forum in November. Also the Christmas Toy Drive, which we do every year. Also our goals is in line with the national goals as well, the increasing diversity individual hub and multimodal membership. We definitely want to get our membership more engaged in the local chapter. Also some professional development training for our membership at HUD because in previous years they have expressed this a desire for the local membership. And develop relationships with our local public schools, trade schools, our community colleges to be a conduit for scholarships for the funds that we raise during our scholarship golf drive. I would like to end with this. I want to give you the opportunity to read it from the words of Renee. You know her, so imagine this coming from her mouth. I won't do it in the justice with my country slang. So definitely read this. And fun the reading of this will conclude the Dallas chapter of Comto. Our new elected members are excited about getting engaged and building on a foundation that not only Renee and also Kathy Hall did establish for the Dallas chapter.
Hello everyone, I'm James Cheeks, the president of the DC chapter of Comto. This quarter we've had our first meeting in a while at our Ramada offices, which we were able to recapture many of our old members and get them involved in the chapter. We also participated in our high school career day where there were substantial Comto members there. We hosted the city interns interviews. We've also were able to work with Parsons Bickerhoff for an additional intern this year who's actually working at the District Department of Transportation. We also held our first scoping meeting to look at bringing the annual meeting to Washington, D.C. in 2016. We've elected a chairman, Mr. Terry Greer. You've probably seen him around today, and he's gathering information to see if we can bring the annual meeting to Washington. We also started our scoping for our scholarship golfing event. Our city interns, you met them. They're here. They're going to get engaged. We also had a very successful DBE conference. One of our board members coordinated with the District Department of Transportation and Federal Highways and Federal Transit and Comto to make this such a successful event. Upcoming activities, we're looking at our interns graduation, which we put on a nice event in August. We have a planning meeting that we're going to do. Our next chapter meeting will be in July, and then we'll follow up with one in September as we get ready for some of the fall activities. That's it.
Houston. Greetings, Comto family. My name is David Johnson. I'm the newly elected president of the Houston Comto chapter. We had our premier event, our 5th annual Shirley A. DeLibero Scholarship Reception. We're fortunate enough that Shirley keeps blessing us with her presence, and we were able to give out a substantial amount of money to 4 worthy candidates there. We also launched a new website, and we were participants at the Metro Family Rodeo Day. Next slide. We are trying to engage our memberships more, and we're trying to cultivate a relationship with the Port Authority. So we had a boat tour, and it successfully accomplished 2 of those goals. It gave us contacts at the port, as well as it was well received by our membership. We hosted a summit of professionals at a roundtable in May down in Houston. We also had our officer elections in June. Our newly elected officer, I'm the President, David Johnson. Our first Vice President is Mr. Vincent Sanders. Second Vice President, Mr. Charles Cave, he's in the House. Our Treasurer, Felicia Jones. Our Recording Secretary, Jamal Scobie. And our Corresponding Secretary, Jason Morgan. And the Parliamentarian, Ms. Sophie Simon. Our main focus is going to have to be getting the people involved. So we're going to work on engagement, retention, and growth. That's going to be our focus this upcoming year. Thank you. Jacksonville.
Good morning, my name is India Friedman. I'm a longtime Comto member, but the first-time chapter president, so give me a little leeway this morning. This is our quarter report. In February, we actually hosted our Gary Morgan event. We had 30 junior high and senior high students come in, gave them a tour of Jacksonville Transportation Authority. We did some really good career development events with the students. And we also did a little plan your trip event with maps and schedules, and the students were really engaged. We gave away gift cards, and that's part of our Gary Morgan event to get the students involved. Not long after that, we received notice that our very engaged member, Clinton Forbes, was leaving the chapter, so we decided to make a mixer out of it. We hosted a farewell for Clinton. We also tried to make it a membership recruitment opportunity for us, and as you can see, we had a really good time. In June, we elected our new officers. As you can see, Ida Blaylock is our treasurer, Sherry Barr is our secretary, Thomas Stringer is our vice president, and I am the new president. Not pictured is James Warren, who is our vice president, and also Terry Smith in the back. Wave her hand. She's our previous past president. And our advisor is Jackie Gibbs. I don't know if she's here, she's right there. So we've already planned our next year activities. So expect to hear some really good things from the Jacksonville chapter. And also, as an added note, we're still resting up from the conference last year. But I hope everyone had a really good time and look or look forward to hearing more from us. Thank you.
Marilyn?
Hello, everyone. I'm Michelle Howard. I'm now your new Comto, Maryland president. This is our swearing-in ceremony. We have Ms. Linda, thank you so much, come and make sure we were all sworn in and official. So we have new officers as well as some returning board members. Of course, myself as the president. Michael Rice is the first vice. Paulette Jones coming from PG County. She's the second vice. We have Grover Moore as the new treasurer and Marisol Pelota as our new secretary. Our board members are shown on the second row. We have Ms. Angela Estes, Lisa Grant, Alicia Fredericks. We have Marjorie Nesbitt, Sandra Dobson, John Habet. We have Dee Bridges. We have Rohit Patel. And Brad just happened to like to be with us in the photograph. Because of this term, I wanted to play strategic planning also with the state of Maryland. So I met the face-to-face and I actually, got some executive advisory board members. And so this board, I tried to make sure they were modal as far as transportation. So we got representatives from our transportation headquarters, Mr. Wilson Parent, Paul Wiedefeld, Maryland Aviation, Deb Sharpless, MBTA, Thomas Tolls and Bridges. We have Mr. Ronald Barnes, of course, Mass Transit, Keith Scroggins, he's covering the Baltimore City area for us. We have Miss Cynthia Berman, Port Administration. We have Mother Dale. Mother Dale will be representing all of our past presidents to make sure that we're staying in line with our Comto goals and how we keep things straight. We also have now Mr. Wayne Frazier, who is the president of the Maryland Washington Minority Companies Association, and he will represent a wide range of our minority companies. He has 1,700 viewers, so we want to make sure we capture that group. We have 3 goals we're going to focus on for this term. Of course, promote the Harry Morgan Shadow Day program, promote statewide initiatives that support all of the MBE, DBE, SBR, BSB programs. And of course, I have to make sure my good to great document is in there with our core competencies. Maryland is presently at 59 scored points, and we have 51 participants here at the conference. Coming up in September, we'll be doing a general membership meeting focused on all of the program business areas that you see there. We also will be attending and supporting the View on the Hill Brain Trust. And we'll be celebrating our Comto Week with a membership drive and education in December. That's our biggest fundraiser, is our annual Economic Development and Transportation Leadership Lunch. Thank you.
Miami. Yes, good morning. I'm Kenny Jones, president of the Miami chapter. I put some things here. We have been focusing on several things, membership drives, and we've also been focusing on bringing in funds. We had a raffle back in April to raise money. We had a winner, one of our dispatchers there, Ms. Cox, won the ticket for two tickets for the Miami Heat versus the Philadelphia 76ers game at the end of the season. Next slide. We also had one of our board members had some contacts with the Miami Heat. They got us an autograph ball from their back-to-back championship when they did beat San Antonio. Okay. And we raffled that off, and it went quite well. We had a nice fundraising for that, and just a moment of silence. Upcoming events, we have meet and greets that we've been doing some lunch meetings with some of our leadership in Miami. We just had a recent meeting with the deputy mayor, and we're going to be doing some bowling tournaments, basketball, as well as we work with a retired group of transportation guys that actually started back in 1962 with Miami-Dade Transit when the county took over the transit system from a private owner. It's called the Retired Employees of Transportation Coalition, REDCO, and they host a semi-annual banquet where they raise monies for scholarships for young people that's going to a historically black university. So we partner with them on that. And also, we're going to have a third annual Charles George Golf Tournament, Scholarship Golf Tournament. Charles George is the founder of the Miami chapter, and we have that coming up in October. And as well as We're going to be doing our Garrett A. Morgan Scholarship Luncheon to give our scholarships from those proceeds. Thank you very much.
Michigan?
Good morning, I'm Kim Avery from Michigan. Michigan is proud to host the first interns in Michigan. We joined the program this year. And one of the things for us, we were able to partner with Federal Highway to get Federal Highway to pay for the interns. And we also had our annual chapter scholarship golf event. And one of the nice things of the event was one of our past scholarship recipients, he attended the event and basically expressed thanks for the scholarship. So the participants really enjoyed hearing from the student, and it was a very successful event. We're continuing to work on our good to great progress. One of the areas that we're focusing on is to go further in the different modes. And we're also looking at our upcoming events. We have a scholarship dinner, also setting our strategic plan for the year, and a meet and greet membership drive.
Good morning, my name is Ophelia Adderley. I'm president of the New Jersey chapter. Some of the activities that we've currently had over the last quarter, of course we had our election in April. We've had a general membership meeting in April as well as May. We are starting a membership drive aggressively. We've had 13 members that joined between July and June. We held 2 successful fundraisers through April through June. And we also co-sponsored a brown bag lunch and learn with New Jersey Transit in June. Some of our upcoming events for July and August, we're going to be having lunch and learn sessions, which are also membership drives, because that's something that we are definitely pushing in New Jersey. It's increasing our numbers. In August, we're planning on having a general membership meeting. September, we're going to be doing a co-sponsor event with New Jersey Transit, a bowling event. In October, we're looking forward to putting together a Diversity Month program, and we're also doing a fundraiser, which is also a membership drive. November, we're looking forward to the Comto week, and we're going to be doing a networking event. In regards to our 2014 through 2016 chapter officers, of course, I'm president. Ms. Donna Robeson, who is our first vice president, who is also here. Mr. Sam Sherrington, who is our second vice president. Dr. Angela Battle, who is also here at the conference, is our recording secretary. And our treasurer is Mr. Jeffrey Obani. Thank you.
New York?
Thank you. My name is Yvette Janelle Holder, and I'm the newly elected president for Comto, New York. I'd like to thank my team members. Look at that, that's representation. I thank all of them because they've gotten to where I am today and they've committed to the continued support. I'd like to share with you my vision, which is aligned with the overall Comto national vision. It's threefold: strategic innovation, mobilization of private and public sector relationships, and youth growth and development. In order to effectuate that vision, we have 3 identified areas of focus. First, with innovative strategic innovation, the plan is to develop 2 professional development training programs and also utilize the CTI that we can access through Comto National. The first program will focus on our non-management employees, helping them to strengthen their skill sets and also assist them in being able to build a career path into management if they so choose. The second development program will talk to our middle management employees and workforce to assist them in developing career paths to take them to senior leadership and onward to executive level. The mobilization of our network for both private and public sector enterprises, being able to reach out to our hubs and our DBEs, show them where those opportunities are, introduce them to the resource center on the national website, and help to forge those relationships further. Cultivating and engaging the minds and knowledge base of our youth. I don't know if everybody here was able to take advantage of participating in the youth symposium yesterday, but I was blown away by that high school debate team. I've already spoken with Tracy Wheelwright. She's our chair of our youth committee, and debate is something that we're going to incorporate into our current youth program. Some of the chapter activities that we've identified over the next year is a multimodal networking event, our Asian Moon Festival, because we have to incorporate some culture there. We have our Youth Connects Kickoff, which usually takes place the month after school starts in October. Our Holiday Toy Drive will identify an event specific to our Black History Month, and also for the month of March, Inspiring Women in Transportation. We'll have a special tribute to women who have made a difference in the transportation industry. And I'd like to say that we've had our first golf outing on June 20th of this year, our very first golf outing, and we raised over $5,000. Hold on 1 second. Our second golf outing fundraiser, we'll be preparing for that for next year. I would just also like to say that from the money that we raised, in honor of Julie Cunningham, we've taken $2,500 and contributed it to the National Scholarship Fund, in addition to the requirement for each of the chapters. My leadership team, chapter officers, of course myself as president, Greg Bradley as executive vice president, Paula Policia as executive secretary, T. Millicent, our treasurer. I'd like to say that she has advanced from the assistant treasurer position, and I'm very proud of her. She's made great success. Tracy Wheelwright, who's agreed to stay on as our general counsel, keep me out of trouble. Lily Brown, who's taken on the initiative not just of a vice president of communications, but she's also the lead for our internship program this year.
Okay, you're gonna have to wrap it up.
Yes, sir. I have Frank Mesa as the VP of Rail, Karen Sally, a VP Subways, and our advisory board, Joe Andrews, Rhonda Hogenbrock, Anita Miller, Stefan Montgomery, and Thalia Panton. Thank you.
Good morning.
Okay,
Thank you. Good morning. My name is Dana Lang, and I'm president of Northern California chapter. I'm happy to say that there are roughly 12 members of our organization, of our chapter, who will be here. And at 5 a.m. yesterday morning, three of my board members, the first three here, we were at the airport waiting to board. The others are on their way or are here. On May 22nd, we held our installation ceremony. Leslie Rogers, who is the FTA Region 9 Administrator, was the officiant. We decided that we would do an event in addition to having the installation. Every time we bring people together, our chapter decided to give information, to inform and educate. So we had a bus rapid transit panel. It took place at the AC Transit boardroom, and we had 75 people attend. There was a lot of interest, and we had 3 different perspectives of transit agencies and how they implemented their bus rapid transit projects. Our good to great report is, baseline is 39, which is one of the better chapters. Year to date, we've implemented 33 points of those 39. Some of the things we're doing very well and better are member and agency engagement. And the photo shows that on June 21st, Linda Washington asked if I could represent Julie Cunningham at the Mineta Institute dinner. And Julie is a member of the board of the Mineta Institute. I asked my board members and everyone, including on the end, we have 2 sponsors who attended. Everyone was very excited, and we were all encouraged. We want to be participants in the Mineta Institute, and to make sure, because it's in San Jose, that we inform our students of this opportunity to get to get additional education. And we're doing a lot more communication so that people are coming to the meetings and joining. Next slide. Some of the recent, as I mentioned, the recent event was the installation, the Minetta dinner, and our last meeting, June 25th, we talked about emerging technology projects. So not just a general meeting, but a chance to educate. The Oakland Airport Connector, which goes online in November, there was a lot of attention, a lot of interest, and we had a very robust crowd too. And Walter Allen from Acumen talked about AccuFair projects. And upcoming, we have our intern closing ceremony in August. We're going to have a membership reception. We want to make sure that we give our members, not just the general public, the friends, a value so that only members will be invited or people who join at that moment, at that time. We're going to have an advocacy week event as we did last year about DBEs. Our signature event is our scholarship dinner, which usually we have maybe 150 people, 125, 150 people. And we would like to do a golf tournament. We were kind of on track, and the golf issue, they had the golf
Okay, Dana,
had a little issue with the language.
You're gonna have to just.
Okay, so we want to get advice from those of you who've had golf tournaments on how to get it back on track, because we will do it in the spring. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Dana. Oregon Southwest.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Coral Agnew. I'm the new chapter president for the Oregon Southwest Washington chapter, so I'm very, very grateful that we have all of our board members here from the great state, the great region of the Northwest. And so I'm excited to have that. This is the first time that we've had all of our board members here. Good job, Oregon Southwest Washington. We recently had our installation of officers. We had the executive director of transportation for TriMet officiate this event. The installation was held at our newly remodeled headquarters, our newly remodeled operational headquarters, so that's sort of a big deal to show that to our members as well. One pleasant surprise, we had a member from a different chapter. I didn't catch his name or his chapter he represents, but he dropped into our installation ceremony and introduced himself, and we were very happy to have him. We also put on one of our quarterly education and training sessions. We had Cynthia F. Newton, an attorney at law, speak about the rules of cycling. If you've ever come to Portland, you'll notice that Portland, we consider ourselves a bike city. So whenever you're biking, walking, driving, you'll be out there with lots and lots of cyclists. So rules of the road. Upcoming events, we're going to hold our 4th annual golf tournament in September. We're also been meeting monthly, so we're working with our volunteer community service and our chair for that, for we'll be doing another community service event. We're going to hold our 4th annual bowling event later this year, as well as another quarterly education and training session. So thank you so much, and I appreciate your time.
Okay, Southern Cal.
Good morning. My name is Gwendolyn Gray. I'm the newly elected president for the Southern California chapter. Some events that we held this past spring was the Black History Month. And it included Jackie DuPont Walker. She's the board director, motivational speaker that was there. Also, there was the African American Senior Leadership Panel, which several leaders participated in the panelists. And then also we did this past June 15th was some of the Comto members attended Metro, and that's LA Metro luncheon with Ms. Lee Bailey. She's the first female director of operations. Southern California chapter officers, President Gwendolyn Gray, Vice President Tiffany Smith, Treasurer Diane Frazier, and I'm not sure if Diane's here. But she will be attending the conference. Secretary is John Ross Alexander, and he's also here. Not sure if you're here. Our immediate past president, Marion J. Colsing, and she was not able to attend. Good to great accomplishments that we have done so far is we have corporate membership with LA Metro. We renewed 37 members, and we also have 34 new members with a total of 71. We conveyed 2 HUD activities, one Comto sponsored event and one HUD sponsored event, which the members attended and helped out. I would like to also share special recognition to Keith McDowell, new CEO of Long Beach Transit. He's the first African American for Long Beach Transit. Deborah Johnson, she's the CEO for Long Beach Transit. Stephanie Williams, Executive Director, Vendor Contract Management, LA Metro. Diane Frazier, Service Operation Superintendent, LA Metro. Shawanda Baldwin, DEO, Project Management, LA Metro. Tiffany Smith, Assistant Contract Administrator, LA Metro. Linda Wright, Executive Officer for LA Metro. And she also received an award for WTS. Listed, the pictures here is our city intern. She was here earlier, Diane Garbe. John Ross Alexander is our scholarship awardee. Myself, President Gwendolyn Gray. First Vice President Tiffany Smith. Senator Bonham is Diane Frazier, our treasurer, and John Ross Alexander is our secretary. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I'm Emil Williams, and I'm proud to present the Philadelphia chapter's report. On March 21st, we held our second annual Garrett Morgan Career Fair at Drexel University. This is an aggressive outreach to college students, kind of mirroring what we're doing at the national level with the Scholars Program. The Career Fair, we were able to attract 16 engineering firms and transportation-related firms participated in the Garrett Morgan Career Fair event. We were successful in awarding over 4 internships to students, and some of the students have really good prospects right now for full-time positions. We held our 16th annual scholarship luncheon in Philadelphia on June 6th. We gave over $68,000 in scholarships to 29 students. We also donated $5,000 to Comto National. Our guest speaker was Dr. William Hite Jr. He was a superintendent of Philadelphia School District, and he really gave an inspiring message to the students. Pictured there is all the students and the folks from the Philadelphia chapter who really put that whole program together. Our honorary luncheon chair also was Ms. Raina Culver. She's Deputy Mayor for Transportation and Utilities for the City of Philadelphia. We held our chapter elections and have a new board of directors here with me. Mr. Vaughn Jackson, please stand. Mr. John Williams. Ms. Jerry Morton can join us. She had some family issues. Ms. Agnes Downs is here with us at the conference. Mr. Darrell Reed, our treasurer, he's also here with us at the conference. And C. Michelle Ray, she's our assistant treasurer. She's also here with us at the conference. On August 4th, we'll be holding our 16th annual golf outing. This is our primary fundraiser for our scholarships. And again, we're making an aggressive push to raise funds. Typically we raise anywhere between $75,000 to $80,000, and some years we've raised over $100,000. But this year, as in every year, there's always a challenge where we're going to make the push to really boost that fundraiser so we can, again, donate as much as we can for scholarships. In September, we'll have a back-to-school campaign where we do community outreach and provide a backpack to high school students. And Michelle Yet I'm proud to say at Philadelphia chapter over the last year, we were at 67 base points, and to date, we're at 77. So we're not quite great yet, but we're getting there. Thank you. Okay, just before we conclude, are there any chapter presidents who didn't submit a report, who would like to stand up and be recognized? I'll let you say a few words, but no reports, please.
My name is James Coleman. I'm proud to say that we've lost several people in San Antonio. They stand on being acknowledged. And I would also like to thank the national office for allowing us to have interns. Appreciate that. And hopefully get interns next year. And I know they told me not to earlier, but I've got 2 minutes. Next month, August 23rd, in San Antonio, feel free to join us. Thank you.
Good morning, my name is Gary Flanoy. I apologize to the chair of the committee for lack of preparedness. We're excited in Arizona to get back on track. We have about 25 members, so that's pretty exciting to us. We got a brand new slate, a lot of new members to Comto, period. And so we feel we can do a lot of big things in the upcoming months. So hopefully you would hear from us. We're proud to be a host of the city intern.
You're reading on me, Gary?
Okay, so we're proud to be a host of the city intern. And we also looking forward to having a big event in October. We have a retiring Congressman, Congressman Ed Pastor, so we're looking to do a big event with partnership with WTS, Friends of Transit, and Arizona Transit Association. So we're going to look for support from my national. Hopefully we'll have you attend.
Good morning, Lorraine Cargill, Chapter President for the Fort Lauderdale Chapter. I'd just like to introduce my other 2 board members that are here. Sean Durham, our Secretary, please stand. And Donald Norris, looks like he just walked out the room. And our member, Robin Jennings. Thank you.
Good morning, Roscoe Brown. I'm the Vice President of the Indiana Chapter, here representing the Indiana Chapter and our newly elected President, Deborah Simmons Wilson, who is out of the country right now. And also our Treasurer is Michael A. Terry, who is the CEO and President of the Indianapolis Public Transportation Corporation, as well as Paula Haskin, who is our Secretary. And I'm a founding member of our Indiana Chapter and the original first chapter president when we hosted the conference back in 2008.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I think that concludes the Council President's reports.
I want to thank Camille and I want to thank the chapter presidents. What I want to do right now is sort of give you an indication of what we're going to be looking for. We were going to try and have this out by this conference, and this is right now is a tease. What we wanted to do was we wanted to begin to document some of the accomplishments in our 43 years so with the book. And we aggressively thought about doing this and having it for sale or presentation at this conference. We were kidding ourselves because there was so much information that had to be garnered. In fact, the writer was here, and we're trying to amass all the information we can. But soon we will have this book out for all to see, and anytime you can give any information regarding some of the history here, we truly appreciate that.